Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Oh, here we go. You ever wake up thinking I need to take a shower? Probably should have taken a shower the night before, but it's like you just wind up not taking a shower because you don't have time.
Time out.
Come to work stanky.
Time out. Now,
I know where
you were yesterday.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you left the Wolf and just jumped in the bed?
I was tired, man. It's a long day. A long day.
Yeah, you jumped in the bed with salty nuts.
Very salty. And woke up
I'm not going to say I haven't.
Yeah. I'm
not going to judge you because I've jumped in the bed salty nuts too.
And I always regret it. It's like, okay,
but
I'm exhausted.
I always warn my wife, if I'm salty nutted up, I'll tell her like, hey, I didn't shower, don't come over here.
This is no fly zone tonight.
Yeah, no fly zone. I ain't going to do it like that.
No, we didn't do that, but I need a shower.
Mike,
I need a shower.
Dude, you take care of yourself, you eat good.
I do.
You're not old enough to be as tired as you always are.
I have a lot of jobs.
So,
and I have.
Do you really want me to? You don't go there.
I have a lot of jobs. You want to play job? You want to play job poker here? I have a shit ton of jobs.
So do I.
We should.
So do I. But your jobs are cake. Stop it.
They're not cake.
Hey, it's the ninth inning. Throw a hot dog. Stop it.
It's the ninth inning. Throw a hot dog.
You're in there
But I
chilling.
was outside in the heat and came home with salty nuts, as you said.
That's the thing about the Wolf. It ain't even got to the point yet. That's the other side of this thing where you're going to be 106. You're going to have that. Well, at least you'll get that hellscape tan back.
I will. That's going to happen. They won't let me go shirtless, I don't think, though, because it'll just be a farmer's tan. It's not going to be the full-blown Hawaiian thing. So you led right into it. I'm just
that's what I was going to say. Let's get right to it. Talk to us. How was it? How was the first day on the gig?
Ladies, look, here we go. I'm happy. So
why does it say 35 on it?
That's all they had. That's all they had.
I thought there was some significance to it.
Here we go. No, this 35 was all they had. So last night, I started my newest career. I have many of them.
Your fourth job.
Yeah, my fourth career. I am a member of the San Antonio Missions. Pretty cool, man.
It is.
Sunday, I think I can say we now. I think we're going to be the flying. I'm on the payroll.
And you know what?
It seems weird.
I don't know. Before we start we start about last night, let's get to the bottom of this because it's always something that I wondered.
Hang on.
From afar.
I'm doing a goddamn podcast.
Don't answer those
Go
idiots.
ahead.
I always wondered this.
Yeah.
Did they steal that? Didn't Thunderdome and you make up that name?
It'd be best if you didn't bring up old war wounds.
I don't know.
You did. Yeah.
Because I always wondered from afar. I was like, wait, I could have sworn Mike, and at the time, was it Hutch? Who were you?
No, it goes back to Jim Bob.
Okay, so
this goes
Jim
back
Bob.
to like 08,
so this is Jim Bob.
09.
So give me the rundown on the Flying Chocolates. I thought this was a Thunderdome thing, and then next thing I know, the missions are named the Flying Chocolates.
Well, this is not a Palestinian Hamas type or Palestinian
this is friendly
Israel.
fire.
This is it's
friendly
all
fire.
It's all good.
Water under the bridge.
Flood under the bridge.
And they're paying you $1 gazillion now.
Sure.
So who cares?
I made 5 G's last night from walking around watching Denise.
Watching watching that pregnant woman work. How dare you?
Well, dude, and I was intimidated. This is a whole different animal, man. I have no problem sitting here with 1,000 people watching me do a show, and it's just us in the room, and I have mics.
It's different.
When they're staring back at you, it's different, man.
It's different.
I don't have. So for those that don't know, I've been hired by the missions. That's why I can say we, which is funny, and I'll get to the Jonko story. I've been hired by the missions to be the backup in between innings MC.
Okay.
All right. Denise has been doing it for years. This is her 10th year with the club.
10th?
They had Brandon Roddy, who did it the last couple of years. He got the lead sports anchor's job at a TV station in Beaumont. Yeah, he's a stud. He's doing like 6 and 10 p.m. Monday
Was
through
he there
Friday.
last night? Because I saw you in a picture with him.
He came and hung out. I'm like, what are you doing here? He happened to be in town, wanted to drop by and say hello. So Brandon's gone. He went to Beaumont. Denise is 7 months pregnant. She has a baby due in July. That's 6.5, 7 months.
Yeah.
And she has told the missions that she's not going to be able to work every game. She's starting to scale back.
Hell yeah.
And so they needed somebody to fill in for her. And guess who they called? The mayor of sports. Which is funny because I think Sunday, I think we're going to wear the Flying Chanclas jersey, which is pretty funny. When you bring
That's why I want to know. What the hell?
So, and I have zero animosity. I have absolutely none. It was funny, and I didn't really at the time either. It was, it was a gag.
Don't sugarcoat it now that you are like.
I wasn't cussing them out and stuff. We still went out there.
They're paying my car payment now. I'm gonna take it easy.
Certainly part of the mortgage. But so years and years and years and years ago, me and Jim Bob were kicking. It was probably a Friday, and I was completely out of material. And we decided, what if do you think San Antonio could have a Major League Baseball team? One of these throwaway ass sports talk radio topics. Can we think San Antonio will ever get an NFL team? 210-736-97. One of them. I was out of material.
I got you.
So I was saying, I think that we could house a Major League Baseball team.
What year? Give me a ballpark. 09. Okay.
08. Okay, late 08, 09.
Okay, go ahead.
Probably right when baseball season started. So I'm probably the spring of 09. I'm thinking something like that. The last year JB was with me before he was handed his shine box.
It was a great firing for him. He has a great career now, actually.
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
He has a great career now, so he's good.
He's doing great now. It worked out fine. So we were just kicking around the idea of San Antonio potentially having a Major League Baseball team. And we were just, what would we call them? Tigers, the Sharks, the Mexicans, the Valley Boys. We were just throwing out again, killing time. And I was just in a stream of consciousness, just like flying chanclas, just trying to play off Mexican stereotypes,
right.
Mexican American stereotypes in San Antonio, and that was it. It was throwaway line. It was over. Forgot all about it. Went home. Went home for the weekend. I believe it was a Friday. Went home for the weekend. That was it. Forgot all about it. 2-3 years later, when the minor leagues in the Texas League decided to pay homage to Latin culture in this state, and we started getting Latino-based names on occasion. Mm-hmm. The San Antonio Missions, one of the most historic minor league franchises in America, announced that their backup name was going to be the Flying Chanclas. And I was like, wait, what?
Now, wait. So now keep in mind, at the time, 09, so this is 15 years ago. Mike is 35.
Yeah.
Cocky SOB.
You keep acting like I'm soft now. I'm matured.
You're mature. You're not soft.
I've matured.
You're throwing your situation around everywhere you went. Letting people know
I was pissed off at the time.
I know you were.
Kind of. I wasn't ready to.
But so what year did they finally do that?
I was radio pissed.
Yeah.
I didn't take it home with me,
What year did they?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. Y'all remember? Help me out, Thunderdome. When did the Missions start using the Flying Chanclas nickname? Probably 2013, 14. Mm-hmm. I want to say something like that. And I got pissed off and went on a fake rampage on the air, and it was funny, blah, blah, blah. And it was never serious. I mean, that same year, we still had Thunderdome night at the ballpark. I still went to 2 games a week. It was funny. It was really fun. So
did they steal it or not?
I don't know. So my theory is a now long gone marketing guy was probably listening to the show that day and thought that's funny. And so a few years later, when it was time to come up with a name, he probably went in there and suggested that and took credit for it. What are the odds that somebody else comes up with Flying Chanclas?
See, It
could have been coincidental.
I'm not wired that way. I probably would have reached out to you, and if you would have tried to come at me with like some astronomical number you wanted for it, then I would have just stole it. But if you would have just been like, hey, man, include me in on it. Let's do a bit with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'll give you credit that you did it, but I got no money. I'm the mission. I got no money to give you, but I'm not wired to just jack somebody. Mm-hmm. Now, again, he's not a part of the team that's hired you, so we can talk about this.
Well, the front office over there, those guys have all been over there 20 years apiece. Right. And that's what's one of the cool things about the
I didn't think that was a coincidence, because I remember I was still on ticket at that time, and I was like, wait a minute, this is weird.
It wasn't like I said Tigers. It was flying chanclas. I mean, what are the odds somebody else in town comes up with it?
Yeah. Anyhow,
how
was last night?
It was awesome. Let me finish this by saying,
okay,
I don't want you're going to get me fired.
Yeah, I don't want to get you fired. I'm not trying to do that. I just want.
I don't think that like the president of the team and the assistant GMs had any effing clue that I had said that.
No,
they just knew some marketing kid recommended.
And they
that.
were
They
like,
thought that was funny. That's great.
You know, like the Leo DiCaprio little meme they do where he's sitting on the couch drinking and he looks.
Yeah, that's the one. That happened.
That's what happened. They were like flying chanclas. That's
genius.
That's San Antonio.
Correct. Yeah. So, and it was all dead and buried until about 3 years ago when Vinny Vinzetta over at Kins decided to do a freaking report on it and called me. I was in Hawaii. Called me, wanted to know if I would do a Zoom meeting because he went out to the Wolf and asked him about it too. And all those guys they didn't know. They didn't hear the segment.
They didn't know.
All they could say was, if Mike did come up with it first, then great. That's awesome. We appreciate the idea. Yeah.
He didn't trademark it. He didn't have it. It's ours.
Right. So years and years later, Keto.
Shout out to Vinny. I like Vinny.
According to Keto Jar, 2018 was the first year we used flying chanclas. So starting Sunday, the admissions will begin to pay me back for my idea.
Hey,
is
I will get
paid to wear that jersey to the ballpark.
You see how the universe works?
Pretty cool, man. Thank you, man. Pretty cool. Thank you to Reed Ryan. Thank you to a guy called Bob Cohen. Thank you to a guy called Burl Yarbrough and a guy called Mickey Holt. These are the 4 guys that hired me. That's who runs the ball club.
Name dropping LG. Oh, shout out to Reed Ryan.
That's the dude. It's his call. He's my boss.
Don't forget Ginobili's part owner.
Oh yeah, and
Manu has no idea who the MC people are.
Did the Admiral text you good job last night too? While you name dropping? Go ahead.
We're playing squash tomorrow, so he's probably. I expect a high five. No, man, those are the guys who run the ball club on a daily basis, and it was those guys that decided to ask me if I wanted to do it. And I'm proud to do it. And we ran into, no less than 50 Thunderdomers last night.
Really?
Probably ran into 10 paid members of this show too. It was a home opener, so we had a big crowd. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, man. You're going to see me at the ballpark a lot, not every night.
You got to go back tonight, don't you?
I will. I want to go back tonight. So
the rest of the week, right?
Denise, I'm off Saturday because I've got a thing I got to do. But Denise is not going to do every game. She's 6.5 months pregnant, so she needs to start scaling back here. And when her baby comes, she's out for the rest of the season. So at some point, I'm going to take over this gig, provided I'm any good and they don't find somebody else because I suck, provided I do the job correctly, and you don't get me fired from the stuff we talk about on this show.
I just asked the question.
I'm going to wind up spending all season doing it.
Okay.
I'm super stoked, man. I'm nervous. I hope I can do a good job. This is a different animal for me.
So there's a couple things I want to talk about. Let's first get to the people in front of you. So doing this Air Force thing, a lot of times when I'm doing this an interview or my own little soliloquies, there's a bunch of people watching. And I get nervous, and they're like, dude, what the hell? I'm like, and I explain to these people, like, when I do radio, I can't see the 50,000 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not standing there watching me with their arms folded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't got, this lieutenant colonel standing in front of me watching me. You know what I mean? So it's a total different thing. So I get where you come from. Again, I'm not that many people watching. But number 2, how Gen Z of you to ask for a day off your first week? That is so Gen Z of you,
I
sir.
had much like you skipping the barbecue, I had a prearranged, already in stone date. See how I did that? See how I deflected? I have a date Saturday.
I'm busting your
charity
balls.
We support. Gala that was been scheduled for a long time. A gala at the Witty.
At the Witty.
I'll have a jacket on.
You can put it on the jacket?
Indeed.
You're going to do
I
your hair?
I might even get Ubered in with a limo. That was already prearranged. I don't want to miss that. Our guy in the building zone, James Leha, is a part of this thing I'm doing Saturday.
How do you do 6 name drops before 9:15?
Well, let's see how many we can get in before 10:15.
Gosh, damn.
I can't help this. That's why I'm missing Saturday. I'm going there for my guys that work for the Miracle League. That ballpark right there next to the Wolf. That rubber field there where they allow disabled kids to go and play baseball. It's awesome.
That is awesome.
So we're going to support that. We support it every year.
How much is it per plate?
Saturday.
10 grand? You don't even know.
I don't want to tell you. I have no idea. It depends on where you sit. But
Big Al, bougie Mike Taylor.
So here's why I'm nervous. And like you were saying, it's one thing to sit here in our little studio and do shows. I mean, we'll probably have 4,000 or 5,000 people wind up watching this show or listening to it all combined.
Yeah.
But they're all here for us. These are Thunderdomers. We know these people.
Yes.
Those people out there at the Wolf, they ain't there to see my ass. I'm not the product. I'm there to not screw up their experience and enhance their experience as they're there to watch the missions. They ain't there to see me. They're there to see the missions. Yeah. And I have no problem. I mean, the speaking stuff, I'll nail. I have no problem with that. There's a very detailed script, though. You have to know when you're on, where to be, what you're doing, what the event is. Do I need a kid? Do I need to get somebody from the audience? Do I need to involve the Bill Miller Sweet Tea mascot? Is Jalapeno involved in this? Do I need to go on the field?
Bala who?
Jalapeno, the mascot.
Oh,
or the puffy taco.
Ooh.
It's about making sure that I follow. It's about making sure that I follow the script, and that's the part that I'm going to have to.
Look, dude.
Not
let me tell you
screw
something.
up.
Let me tell you something. I've been busting your balls for 15 minutes. You're an entertainer extraordinaire. You're going to excel.
I'll get it.
You're going to excel.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple games. You'll settle in, and then you'll also. And I knowing Mike, you'll be like, hey, this is dumb. Let me do this. I don't like this. Let me do this.
I've been told I could ad-lib.
I know you can.
And make stuff up.
They didn't bring you in.
If I want to.
They didn't bring you in to be, what's her name?
Denise.
Or Brandon. They brought you in because you're Mike Taylor.
Well,
and I know there's certain things you got to do. I get that. But they also want Mike Taylor.
Well, I ain't going off script right now.
No,
I just got to. Let me get.
You got to run the offense. You got to run the offense right now.
Oh yeah,
you got to run the offense.
We're handing the ball off.
Right.
It's a West Coast offense.
Absolutely.
I ain't throwing downfield just yet. I need a couple of home stands.
You can't check out of a run.
Correct. No. I'm running the play that's called.
Absolutely. You better.
Period.
Right. Be a team player.
Yeah, and so last night all I did was I shadowed Denise and just basically was her little puppy all night long, and it was great. Tonight, she's going to throw me out there a little bit. She'll do one promo, and then Mike, you do the next one. She'll do one, and I'm gonna get some mic time tonight. I am excited. I'm nervously. I'm nervous, but it's a fun nervousness.
Yeah, for sure.
I was up at 4:30 this morning. I haven't felt like this since I first started at the ticket, because it's a big deal. I love baseball, and I have a lot of support. I have a lot of respect for the people that run the missions. I mean, it is no one
Reed Ryan.
I mean,
Manu.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. This is a big season for the missions. They have a whole new ownership group now. I think it's no secret that they are looking to upgrade that ball club and make it look big league.
I think Sunday.
How they look, product they present, and where they play games and all this kind of thing. Yeah.
I think Sunday, when it's your turn, you should be, I named this team.
Now, hang on one second. Now so here's the thing.
I named this team, by the way.
Then I find, Denise is only working part-time. So we're going to flip-flop it tonight a little bit.
Yeah.
She's off tomorrow. I'm on my own tomorrow night.
Oh, you solo already?
Already. Tomorrow night. It's all me.
Wait, what's tomorrow? What
Thursday.
time's the game?
7:05.
What you got tomorrow, LG? You got baseball? Softball?
I'll be out of town for a
Oh, shoot. That's right.
Yeah. Well, why don't you come out?
I got to come out.
They've given me seats. If you want to use them, tell me. You can use them.
I got to come check you out, support you.
I would love that. Hell, when we get a little further in the season, I'll just bring you up there with me on top of the dugout.
See, here you go.
Well, once I get used to it, I'm going to make it my own. But I'm not there yet. We'll see. I don't want to overstep. It's
no.
Yeah.
Again,
but you want to come to the ballpark?
Right now. You are a game manager.
I am a game.
You're
exactly.
a game manager.
Yes. I'm Brock Purdy. Year one.
There you go.
Not Steve Young.
No. Good stuff, man.
Thank you,
Happy
man.
for
So
you.
that's what we're doing. So we're supporting the missions like I always have.
But Sunday, when those flying chocolate uniforms come out,
I am excited.
You need to say, "Hey, by the way, I named this team." Moving on.
My Flying Chocolates tonight against Northwest Arkansas or whoever we're playing. All right, so I'm stoked to be a part of the thing. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah, Big Al. Mike needs to make. By the time when Mike gets all the way in, Big Al, we're gonna make that happen.
That'd be great. And I still would love, and we have not talked about this again. We're just starting out here.
Just starting.
I would still love to do a Thunderdome night like we did.
We should.
Like we've done a few over the years, and it would be awesome to do one again. So
was last night $2 night? Last night,
it
Tuesday?
was, yeah. Tonight's Bark in the Park.
So you can bring Ellie?
Bring your dog. Yeah, if you want to. So thank you to the Missions for hiring me. I appreciate it. I hope that I do. That's a 120-year-old organization. Damn. I mean, that goes back to the 1890s. They were the San Antonio Broncos.
1890, were we free? Yeah.
Yeah, you were free. You weren't allowed to go most places. I doubt you could buy a ticket.
Exactly.
I doubt your great-grandfather was allowed in.
Exactly.
But it goes back that far. And have you ever been in the press box at Wolf?
Yes.
They have pictures that go back to 1898, 1910, 1920.
I did a couple Mission media days.
That's cool. And in the press box, they got a beautiful old picture of Babe Ruth standing out front of the Menger Hotel in the late 20s, I want to say, because the Yankees in those days, big league clubs would barnstorm during the wintertime, and they'd go play in southern cities where the weather was good and play exhibition games. The Yankees with Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig played an exhibition game in San Antonio at where the Missions played at the time. So there's a beautiful picture of Babe waiting on a cab. He's standing outside of the Menger Hotel, all decked out in a badass suit from that time.
Drunk.
Maybe.
Three chicks.
He's probably on the Riverwalk.
3 chicks. Couple steaks.
So y'all don't get me terminated. Let me solidify myself into the job before we start doing gags and jokes, and we'll get there.
All right.
Let me run the offense here before I get sent to single A. All right? All right.
I got you.
Yeah, all right. So we got a lot to do. And 420.
Let's talk about
this show will be out and about publicly. Next time, April 20th, we got the big crawfish boil coming up at the Slackers location as we take the Slackers studio on the road to Slackers, the Med Center location on Fredericksburg Road. They're going to have a massive crawfish boil, 1,500 pounds of fish, DJs all day long. They got pay-per-view big fights that night.
Huge fight.
Big fight.
Huge fight.
And they got In the Building. We will be at Slackers. Slackers is the official sports bar of In the Building. They represent our studio, and we recommend you go to all 5 locations, but on 420, we beg of you to come out and support us. Make us look good. This is our first big appearance for the guys at Slackers, so y'all make us look good and come out and support In the Building on 420.
And you can go to any of the 5 locations and get your wristband for that day for $15 ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
That day it's $20, and it's all you can eat crawfish. You cannot beat that. Normally it's like $7 a pound, and the normal person, if you're really a mud bug person, you could probably do 6 pounds. So you do the math on that.
Sure.
You do the math on that. So it behooves you to hit one of their 5 locations to get your bracelet early, and then come hang out, man.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. All right,
have a good time.
Let's do punches. It's time for the Orlando Kill Punch of the Day, presented by the law office of Orlando Kill. I got a couple today. Let me marinate on this for a minute. You want to go first?
Yeah,
I'll get my thoughts together.
I'm gonna punch you.
Don't punch me. Okay.
Yeah, like
Mike Taylor, Jr., second base.
When we first started coming to, Studio LG, now so the Slacker studio, you parked at a certain spot. I parked at a certain spot. All of a sudden, the past couple of weeks, you've just taken my spot.
I'm letting you have the driveway.
Is
trying to be polite.
Is that how you spending it?
Yeah. Where are you parking?
Now in the driveway, but I don't know if LG wants me in his driveway because he might have to power wash it one time.
Is he,
and next thing you know, he's like, Rudy's leaving tire marks. Punch Rudy for leaving tire marks. Now I got to pay $100 to get my driveway power washed. I don't want to get punched by LG.
You swept my leaves 4 feet to the right. I didn't want my leaves swept 4 feet to the right.
So I was like, damn, why is Mike parking in my spot now at the Slacker studio?
I'm happy to park a different spot.
I just felt like punching you.
Okay, that's fine. Punch me. I'm tired. I'm dirty. I need a shower.
You need a shower.
I do have salty.
At least you
body.
changed shirts this time.
As long as you ain't leaking oil.
No. I'm not leaking oil.
I don't care. But if you're leaking oil, don't park in my driveway.
See, I'm not leaking oil. I promise.
All right.
Right for now.
You punching anybody over there?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
LG's
He's been a
about
peaceful
He's
guy.
been peaceful. You know, you see, I talked about
He's
their
just
tan.
done. He's done with the life.
You see LG's softball, baseball tan starting to come in.
Yeah, you got to.
He's starting to get a little bit. Starting to get a little melanin in him.
You got a little cut off right here on the sleeve.
That baseball and softball. Them baseball and softball. Look, you see that?
Oh, dang.
I could tell. I told you. I hadn't even seen that. And I was like, yo, LG looking.
yeah.
LG looking
It was
dark.
brutal
Yeah.
yesterday.
It's baseball season, baby. Baseball season.
Yeah. Who you
Baseball
punching?
season. I got a couple. I'm going to punch Screamin' A. Smith, a.k.a. Stephen A. Smith, the 2008 Bagtastic Voyage champion winner of 2008. Look, I'm not one of these Screamin' A. Smith haters, but I mean...
Me neither. I love Stephen A.
No, I like Stephen A. just fine. I told you the story. He was...
Oh, yeah.
I hung out with him for a day up in the Metro Sex.
He made you get a certain coffee.
He needed amaretto creamer, which I thought, dude, who has amaretto? So I had to go. He made me go find amaretto creamer for him. After 3 store stops, I found it. But this is funny. I'm only going to punch him because it's funny.
Okay.
And we've all done this. And when you spend his whole life is giving opinions on every sport on a national level.
Every day.
However, you know, Steven comes off as a big Knick fan. That's his big. He's a New Yorker, Knick fan. Mm-hmm. New York, always telling the Knicks what they need to do to get even better. And so he was going on a rant the other day and talking about how the Knicks are improving. They've got Jalen Brunson. I'm not a Knick hater myself at all. I think the world's a better place if the Knicks are good.
For sure.
And Stephen A. was talking about how great Grimes has been looking in New York lately, helping the Knicks even play better.
Okay.
The problem was Grimes got traded at the deadline 60 days ago. So here's Screaming A. Smith. So punch Stephen A. Smith for acting like an expert and talking about how great Grimes has been looking lately for the Knicks, but he hadn't played for the Knicks in 60 days.
Ouch.
That's unfortunate.
That's
unfortunate.
That's
plagiarism.
Well, see,
do some research, man.
This is the thing. Like, that's not like misspeaking. That's not like you saying, you know, Stephon Diggs instead of Trayvon.
Yeah, that's pretending to know what you're talking about.
Yes. Like, how do you do that?
Didn't he mislabel a Buffalo Bill once, who was a San Diego Charger a few years ago?
He's done,
and he'll do it again. Again, that's a hard gig, man. It is. I mean, you get paid every day to give national opinions about everything. But, I mean, do you not have a producer? But they are paying you $15 million to not do that. So punch him for doing that again. I've done it before, but I ain't getting paid $15 million, and I don't have 3 producers. He needs. I don't know.
He's
who
not
he
even
has for
watching
help.
the Knicks. He's watching SportsCenter highlights.
He ain't watching the Knicks. He just knew Grimes was a Knick at one point, and so just assume I'm gonna throw Grimes' name out there.
It's been 2 months.
Yeah, he ain't played in 2. Grimes got traded at the deadline, or right before the deadline.
Shout out to Geechee SA.
What's up, Geechee? $9.99. Thanks for the good
Appreciate
times.
that. But no, that's a deserved punch, and I love me some Stephen A.
I don't hate Stephen A. at all. And while a lot of the times, while I
don't watch First
him,
Take, but I love Stephen A.
I like his commentaries when he's like on pregame shows and postgame shows.
Yeah.
I never watch his day. It's too garrulous. I
can't sit down and watch it.
It's a beatdown. So punch him though for lying about being a Knicks fan. I want to punch.
I mess up too, but not like that.
I want to punch Huntsville Zone.
Uh-oh. You're doing a combination of 1-2.
The reigning Outland Trophy winner, Tavondre Sweat.
You want to punch him?
He's the best defensive tackle in the draft, and you decide to smash your car into another car at 4:15 in the morning while drunk. Now he's got a DUI, dude.
Well, see, at least the other guy. Man. See, the other guy that was in the wreck with him, he must have been drunk as well because he ran.
Yeah,
he got away on foot.
Oh, good thing at least he had the sense to stay and just fight through it.
Right. Now, the question is, while you're punching him, because people think he could be the next Aaron Donald, does it affect his draft status, or he's still going top 10?
I think he's second round at worst at this.
You got him dropping the second round?
See, I'm not. Well, I think at worst before the wreck. I mean, you never know. I don't. If I manage my team ruthlessly, And I don't. If it's one DUI at 21 years old, let's chat about it and give me your story. And if I feel like you're not BSing me, I have no problem drafting a kid who's done that. But I mean, is it a pattern? Does he have other knuckleheadedness? You know, all I know, man, is I ain't never wrecked no car at 4:15 in the morning while drunk. And I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I've never done. Yeah, well, I don't. First of all, I don't. I'm not out at 4:15 in the morning,
and you don't get drunk.
Correct. But I was also 21 years old once, but I didn't do it then either. That was stupid. And what you have on the line, because a lot of these NFL teams, even if it's not fair, oh hell, he's fine. It's not going to affect his career. You know how these NFL teams are, how they overthink this stuff with their PR shit. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? How did it make you feel that your mom was a prostitute?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Some of these NFL teams, they overthink the kids that they draft. Randy Moss, I would have taken him without any hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah, but see, at the time with Randy, we thought that weed was heroin. Randy had been popped at Florida State for weed. This is when we were making a big deal of marijuana. Like, oh my God, he smokes weed. Shut the
Not
fuck
me.
up. Not you. I'm talking about the world. Oh my God, he smokes weed. He has a dime bag. Get out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. It's a dime bag. Get on your knees.
Yeah,
that's
he's
where
Charles Manson.
Yeah, that's where we were at the time. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Dude, even then, though, like, I remember criticizing Randy. It's like, okay, cool. I don't have any problem with smoking weed.
But
I think
if
it
it's
should be
affecting
legal.
the millions, then chill.
But you have that kind of career right here in front of you, and you can't not smoke for a few years. We're asking you to, and that's what I used to say, we're asking you not to smoke dope for 6 years. I mean, the average NFL career is 3. You're Randy Moss. You're probably going to play at least 6-7 seasons. I'm asking you don't smoke pot for 6-7 years, and I'm going to give you $40 million for doing so.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't do that?
No brainer. I
got no time. Yeah, but that's why these assholes, these habitual guys like, Gordon, the kid from Baylor, they kept on getting popped for weed.
Yeah.
As ridiculous as it is that weed's illegal, because, I have no problem with weed.
Right.
We're asking you not to. This particular company doesn't want you to, and they're also going to give you multi-millions of dollars, which will lead into multi-millions of dollars in endorsements if you keep your head on right, and he could not smoke for that. Yeah. The idiot that the Cowboys had that wound up going to Denver and lasting 1 year.
Randy Gregory.
Pothead.
Yeah.
Dude, just don't smoke for a few years. Get one contract and then just quit. Quit in your prime. Who cares?
Dude, I stopped.
One contract you can't get through.
I stopped just so I could play golf in peace. Because I'm broke at the time.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's like, look, either you're going to play golf or smoke weed.
Yeah.
You can't do both. It's costing us too much money.
Pick one.
And pick one. And I chose golf.
Cool.
So, I chose so I think I could stop. What I'm saying is, to bring it full circle, I could stop for $50 million is what I'm saying.
Correct.
That's the point I'm making.
I'll do just about anything for $50 million.
Right.
All right, if you're in need of a family lawyer, he certainly will not cost you $50 million. But if you don't have the right attorney, you could wind up paying Lord knows what for a long time. Orlando Kell's Thunderdome, he wants to do your divorce. It's unfortunate. It may be one of the worst things you'll ever go through in your life, but you can at least you can get guided through it in the most professional manner, in the least uncomfortable way with our guy Orlando Kell. He does divorces. So get him up. Hit him up. Tell him about us. Mention Thunderdome. He's a Thunderdomer. He wants to hear from you. It is 210-775-4995, or you can directly email Orlando at orlandokell.law@gmail.com. All right, it's time for Entertainment News.
Yo, say something.
Now, live from In the Building, a guy's favorite segment, Entertainment. My God, there's 2 of them now. Here they are, Rudy Jay and Mike Taylor.
All right, a very unfortunate thing.
Is it unfortunate?
We'll see what he thinks about it. I don't know that he's commented on it.
What's that?
The other night, Madonna was having a concert in Miami. The noted pop star Ricky Martin was in the crowd.
Okay.
Madonna sees that Ricky's in the house, brings Ricky up on the stage, and then has 3 male dancers in Madonna's dance team.
Because
Ricky subscribes to the other magazine.
He's a switch hitter.
I think he's just full-time left-handed batter.
No, yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And so these 3 dudes come over and proceed to give Ricky Martin a
table dance.
A chair dance in this case.
Oh, chair.
Ricky could not control himself, and he pitched a tent live on stage. How funny is that? That's gone viral.
What's pitch a tent mean?
He obtained an erection.
Oh.
Yeah. He got a hard-on.
Oh.
He got a boner.
Oh.
Okay. He had a sizzler.
It
is clear that it happened.
It was funny he tried to hide it. I don't know. She had to give him some like poster board or something, and the dude tried to touch Ricky. Now Ricky, I think Ricky's in a relationship, so when he tried to touch Ricky, Ricky kind of swatted his hand. But yeah, Ricky was aroused.
I guess he didn't have time to tuck it in his belt, which that's what we all do.
So that was 101 back in the day. You get, you're at the club, you're dancing with a young lady. You want to be respectful.
Right.
So you throw it to the top of the belt.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get to know her, you just let it roll. You just let it roll. Like,
He's a 50-something-year-old guy.
You're going to feel this thing tonight.
How do you lose your control at 50-something years old? I mean,
if that's what you were attracted to, right?
No, I know, but he's in front of 35,000 people. It's at a concert, So, full disclosure.
Has he commented?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't. I just because again, in this news cycle we're in next week, it's going to be forgotten about.
Oh, it'll be forgotten tomorrow. It's funny, and it's funny. But I'm going to bag on him. But I'm also going to tell the story of when I was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
Howdy Week.
Howdy.
The first month, at my high school, Arlington Heights High School in Fort Worth, Texas. By the way, not the non sequitur, the starting pitcher for the Missions last night. How poetic is this? TCU kid. Thought there was something poetic about that. Anyhow, pitched in Omaha for us. Austin Crabb. So my first month of high school, 14 years old, freshman year. The third week of every school year, back in those days at my high school, we would have what was called Howdy Week. It was a chance to get to know the freshmen, get to know everybody, and then at the end of the week on Friday night at school, there's a dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the high school dance, and after 2 hours of being there, finally got the nerve up to ask a girl to dance. You're 14 and you're just started high school. You're in front of all these kids.
Yeah.
I got the nerve up to go over there and ask her to dance, and
because that's
she
what
did.
we used to have to do.
Correct.
We couldn't be funny on Instagram and get a girl to like us. We had to be able to communicate.
Correct. Well, first of all, I had to get the nerve up to just dance. They played OPP, which I thought was funny. The teachers had no idea what they were. The teachers were the DJs playing OPP.
They had no idea what it
so
even
great.
means.
We're all jumping up in the air, a bunch of white kids. Yo, you know me.
White people.
And so I got lathered up, and I had my confidence going. I wasn't, because we were all just dancing, along
around each other.
Big group.
Right? Yeah, it's a big group.
But finally, then there's, I think it might have been. I don't remember the tune, but I got my nerve up to ask a girl to dance, and she said yes. So, dang it. I don't know what to do. I didn't think you'd say yes. I'm like, okay. So here we are.
No.
Yeah, man. I pulled a Ricky Martin.
Did you throw it to the top of the belt? Or at the time you didn't know about that rule?
No, I knew that rule, but I didn't have time to get there. I didn't have time because I'm 14. It sprung open.
And at 14, she's weirded out.
Yeah, and a 14-year-old has a hard time controlling it.
Yeah, she's
no pun intended. A very hard time controlling it.
Did she run?
She didn't notice. To her credit, if she did, she didn't say anything. She wound up being my girlfriend. We wound up dating, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I just it was dark, I just kind of moved my body away from her. I'm kind of like dancing crooked with her on the side. I'm just acting like I'm doing moves, but I'm just trying to get that thing tucked up. So little did I know that the yearbook staff was there taking pictures.
Oh my God.
Just flash, 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 flash. There was a legendary, thank God there was no internet. There is a legendary picture somewhere, probably destroyed by now, that was taken in 1989 of me at a high school dance, Full Sail.
No way.
Full Sail. And I got so much shit for that. And they wanted to stick it in the yearbook. And, of course, the yearbook teacher wouldn't let her. They wanted to stick it in the yearbook picture. Here, Mike Taylor rises to the occasion at Howdy Week.
I would take money from our coffees to get someone to give us that photo. Dude. I'm like, LG, send them whatever we have in there. That little amount we have in the business account. I need that photo.
My high school legacy. I used to be on the Wikipedia page. I think they keep taking me out of it. But my legacy at that school is I got a boner in Howdy Week dance on a Friday night in September of '89. Good times. All right. Rudy wanted to talk about
what?
The Homeless World Cup movie on Netflix.
It's called The Beautiful Game. I didn't know this existed, but it's existed since 2000.
Homeless people?
This has been an event since the year 2000.
Okay.
I watched the movie yesterday, had no idea. And then, at the end of a movie that's based off true events, they give you the breakdown. So it's 4-on-4 soccer. You can only play once. USA picks 5 homeless people. Brazil picks 5 homeless people. Japan picks 5 homeless people. And you go and you play in a World Cup tournament. Trophies, the whole thing. But you got to be homeless.
Do they help you with funds?
They like the one that I watched was based on the year they went to Rome. So they take these 5 homeless people, take them to Rome, put them in a hotel, something they haven't had in a while anyway. Mm-hmm. And the basis behind it is to everybody's running, sometimes you run into some problems. Maybe this can get you going in the right direction, let you know there's somebody out there that still gives a shit about you.
Golly.
Yeah, dude. The Beautiful Game on Netflix.
The Beautiful Game. Where does this take place?
Well, I think they move it around. But the movie that I watched was based on the year they went to Rome.
So it's respectful. It's not like some
it's
bum
not
fight back in the day.
No. Like it was pretty cool.
All right, I'm gonna highlight
It's the Homeless World Cup. Now when I'm telling my wife about the movie, she's like, "Are they making fun of these people?" Like what you thought.
Yeah, you think the worst.
No, So okay. I thought it was cool. The Beautiful Game. I had I was yesterday years old when I found out that there is an actual Homeless World Cup. Now again, it's on a small. It's even smaller than like an indoor soccer field. Mm-hmm. It's 4-on-4.
Okay,
4
cool.
people, 1 keeper.
That's cool.
Kind of like an indoor vibe. You kick off the wall. Mm-hmm. I don't know how long they have to be homeless, LPJ. PJ's like, I'll be homeless for a month so I can go play and travel for free.
Yeah, you can't just go be homeless for 48 hours and sleep on your buddy's couch. No.
The homeless are forgotten about.
Now, do they have to qualify athletically though? You're not going to go get some.
Well, see, the one I watched, the Japan team was like all 70. So they just said screw the tournament and just traveled Rome.
Interesting.
Well, they lost all 3 of their first group games like 12-0, 10-0.
Okay.
They were getting destroyed, but they were thankful that they got to see Rome.
That's awesome. Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's doing good in the hood. I like it. Did you boys see the knuckle dragging dumbass down in Mexico who hacked TV during the Eclipse?
What'd he do?
He didn't hack the TV.
How did he get on there?
They thought they were showing somebody filming the eclipse. He fooled people. He pranked them.
Oh, okay. He did it on purpose. So I guess they were like panning around the crowd or something?
No, they were looking for home videos of people filming the eclipse.
Okay.
Oh.
And they went to this guy's video that he was streaming.
Well, his sack winds up on television.
His what?
His sack. His coin purse.
Who does that?
Dude, humans will do anything. Now, this is in TMZ this morning. Says that's not the moon blocking the light. One Mexican television station's solar eclipse coverage Monday was totally nuts. As in the pair of testicles that somehow ended up on the screen.
Oh my my God.
You can see the news anchor's reaction on RCG Media in Mexico City, commenting just as the eclipse entered totality. But things got really interesting when they cut to a different angle of a bright light, presumably the sun. Seconds later, and it's a big close-up, so this big sack of testes dips into the frame, blocking the light. So the dude did a bit, and he pretended his ball sack, let it cover the sun, and it went over television. That's actually a pretty good gag.
It's not a bad bit. I'm not going to Google it. So rough, tough, dirty. If you just saw the video, you're weird. I'm not Googling that. I don't want to see his sack. So I'll just believe that this really happened.
Rough, tough, dirty says, my homeboy's sister grinded me down in the 6th grade. My shite was as hard as a jawbreaker. Everybody in the projects clowned me the next day. That's funny.
I remember when I finally let my wife, I finally took her off belt duty.
Mm-hmm.
I remember exactly where we're at, too. We're at this place called Desperados.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally said, I'm not going to because we had been seeing each other quite some time at the club dancing. Uh-huh. And I would hit her with the belt. Like, all right, I didn't go up to the belt.
Dang, man.
Then finally I was like, nope, enough's enough.
Okay.
She needs to meet Rudy Jay. And I just let it flow.
I've been meaning to ask
and
you.
She was like, I remember she turned around, looked at me like,
dang.
Everything all right?
Magnum Dong.
Yeah.
I like it. I've been meaning to ask you, how was the last Curb Your Enthusiasm?
He's been watching it? I got to catch up.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you've not?
I've watched the first 3 episodes, and then because they're so short, I got mad, and I was like, I'm going to wait till the season's over so I can just binge it. Yeah.
Well, it's
LG's
over.
super Gen Z. LG don't watch TV.
No, I watch TV.
You do?
Yeah. The
He's
2
busy.
shows
Because you're
I'm
always
watching.
working. I didn't think you had time to watch
Well, I
TV.
got to wind down when I get home.
Oh,
so
okay.
the 2 shows I'm watching right now is I'm watching Shogun, which pisses me off because it's a weekly release.
I heard
it's almost
Shogun.
over.
I heard Shogun's fire.
It's great. I'm really more interested in the cinematography than anything in there, but it's the story's good too.
I mean,
Can you just watch the show, LG?
No, because they used like these 1970s like vintage lenses. It's amazing. It's very dorky.
You'd
for
be
me.
in the Curb fan you are, though. Where do you put it all time?
Curb.
Yeah.
It's one of the. I'd say it's one of the
That's
best
top
sitcoms
5.
ever.
Like
Yeah.
top
Curb
30,
is top
20?
5.
It's up in the
10?
my top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Curb's
Yeah,
up there.
it is over.
Yep.
Because, see, I wasn't assigned, which I probably should go back and watch Seinfeld because I like Curb. Because wasn't Larry David writing a lot for Seinfeld?
Yeah, he's the co-creator.
So maybe I should watch Seinfeld, but because I love Curb, but I think they're still 2 different shows.
Leaving an effing voicemail, dude. I'm freaking working.
They're different shows though.
They are different.
Yeah,
See, that's what
they're
I'm saying.
totally different
Okay, cool.
shows, I would say. But anyway, yeah, I watch TV. I just finished Warrior. It's a great show.
We just
I haven't
finished
seen Warrior.
y'all. I guess y'all.
The
y'all
Bruce
give me
Lee
shit.
story. You should check it out. It's
Y'all
a
give me
great
shit.
kung fu flick.
I just got finished.
Series.
I just got finished watching the docu-series on the Nickelodeon perversion back in the '90s and early 2000s.
I don't want to watch that.
Pretty good.
I don't want to watch that, man.
It's
That
gonna ruin some
disturbs
stuff
me.
for you.
It disturbs me,
It's
man, that
disturbing.
people. I mean, first of all, on anybody, Mike, it's messed up to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a whole other thing to make kids do things to you to keep their Nickelodeon gigs.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's
you know,
unfortunate.
again, even if you have a grown woman or grown man and you do that, it's still effed up. But kids,
What's even more effed up is one of the guys who got busted and went to prison. As soon as he got out, Disney Channel hired him to do the same stuff.
what?
They didn't give a shit.
Oh,
Let us know when you get out of prison for sexual molestation of a minor. Cool, are you out? Sweet, we're hiring you to be one of our showrunners.
I did just watch the one about Prince David. Which one was the prince that got in trouble for being cool with Epstein?
Edward?
No, I think it was David.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Of Monaco.
Andrew.
I think it's
It
Andrew.
was Andrew.
Yeah.
The movie was
Don't
called
sue me. I think it's
Netflix. It was
Andrew. I
called
don't know.
Scoop.
Scoop?
Yeah, and he was like he did
Yeah.
he tried to do the right thing and do a TV interview about his relationship. And the Queen called him in right after the interview aired and was like, yeah, we're stripping you. Get out. This is your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like, yo, so she was like, so when you found out that he was a predator and goes to jail for 4 years,
Yep.
why did you go right back and hang out with him and stay at his crib in New York?
Yeah.
He was like, I just had to tell him face to face that I wasn't cool with him anymore.
Okay. That's weird. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Entertainment
So I'm not watching the Nickelodeon.
Presented by Texas
I'm good on
Cheerleader. Sorry for the lead-in, AD. But you can go get cheap booze, good cheap booze at Texas Cheerleader. What I mean by cheap is when you mention in the building at all 7 locations in the area, they will give you 5% off no matter what it is you buy, whether you go in there and buy a bottle of wine or a keg of beer or 3 of your badass top-notch bourbons.
Give me a keg of beer.
Mention in the building when you do so and get 5% off at Texas Cheerleader, the official liquor store. You told me to say Stowe the other day.
Did I?
Yeah. Shut up. Shout out, Drew Show. Not shut up, shout out. $5. Rudy's the real Leon, never having seen Seinfeld ever. So who was Larry, LG or Mike? Is Rudy's takeaway that Seinfeld is about Jerry getting babes?
No, my thing for Seinfeld, I don't know. It was one of those things like
it's a white show.
I didn't say
about
that,
white
Mike.
people.
I used to watch.
I'm not saying you can't.
I used to
watch
watch Growing Pains.
We know who the demo was.
And Three's Company.
Sure.
What was the one with Michael J. Fox?
Spin City.
Spin City, yeah.
No.
Way back. Family Ties.
I watched Family Ties.
Loved Family Ties.
Growing Pains with Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
Good looking white dude with the curly hair.
Went crazy. Got real
Justin
crazy.
Timberlake
religious
before
nut.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I got
Kirk
Kirk Cameron. Yeah, he went real crazy. He got super religious and quit doing like decent television shows. Isn't his sister is Candace Cameron from Full House. She's married to Pavel Bure, the hockey player. I don't know why I know that.
I've never seen The Office. I've never seen Seinfeld, and I've never seen Friends.
I've never
heard
watched The Office.
I've heard The Office was hilarious.
I've watched less than 5 episodes of Seinfeld. I've not seen 1 episode of The Office.
Really?
Yeah.
AD, speaking of Texture Liquor, he's like an Office junkie. Like
Office is great. I've seen every episode.
4 times a week he'll watch. I
appreciate the style of humor because I actually do like that.
The last season
kind of
was
humor.
terrible though. When Steve Carell
That's when
leaves,
they start reaching, right?
When Steve Carell is gone, then it just went downhill.
Yeah, you can't have that.
But I've seen every episode of Seinfeld. I've seen 0 episodes of Friends and have no time for it.
Yeah, I'm good on Friends.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it by now, what's the point? I mean, I've seen almost all of them, but what's the point starting now? You know?
I was mad at the sector of black people. They're like, we're the black friends. A lot of people don't have black friends.
Martin.
We don't have to do that. We don't got to be a part of everything.
Different world.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I love those shows.
I was like, who gives a shit if they don't have a black friend? I know a bunch of people that don't have black friends. It's not a big fucking deal. Like, who gives a shit? Like,
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. It can't all be about race, everything we
not
do.
Everything.
Damn it. And it's my fault. I'm the one that called Seinfeld a white show.
Yeah,
I started.
You try don't put me in the box like that.
Have an update on Morgan Wallen, who you punched yesterday.
Yeah, screw him.
So apparently he was drunk and flirting with chicks before he threw the chair off the balcony.
Is he losing it?
I guess maybe he just can't handle his alcohol. Morgan Wallen, who threw a chair off a rooftop the other day, Rudy punched him yesterday for it. Now we got images of him in the bar casually chatting up women just moments before he wound up throwing the chair off the balcony and getting arrested. Photos have been obtained by who else but the most credible news source in America, TMZ.
Right.
They show Wallen minutes before the chair chuck, and you can see in the photos he's talking to some gal in a miniskirt and says, "We're told the man in the red and black flannel that's in there with him is a member of Wallen's crew who was telling patrons not to take photos. Eyewitnesses tell us Wallen appeared intoxicated and at least to their eyes seemed to be flirting with a woman roughly 20 minutes before he was let out in cuffs." So it went from, "Hey, baby, what's up? You know who I am?" to, "F you, he's getting arrested."
Yeah.
That's a guy who's not handling liquor.
Happened. I know what happened.
He ain't handling booze.
Wallen said he told the young lady, "What's it going to take to get you out of here?" "Throw a chair off the roof and all that." No problem.
Yeah.
Throws the chair off the roof. "Let's go home, honey."
I just think he got pissed and threw a chair off the roof. Maybe she told him no.
I
You're a
don't know,
racist. You dropped the N-bomb.
The picture thing is There's days I sympathize with celebrities, right? And then there's some days I'm like, dude, like, perfect example, 2014, Spurs just won the title. We're at this club, whatever, Kawhi, Danny, bunch of Spurs are coming in. Everybody's super cool about it, except Kawhi has his people going around telling them, keep your phones away from me. That night I was like, come on, dude. Like, then you should have stayed home. But then there's sometimes I'm like, damn, they never get to be normal humans. Like, leave them alone.
There are places where you can go be normal amongst your own kind of folks, which is why most celebrities travel together. For every celebrity that constantly gets in trouble, there's a whole bunch that never do. He never had no problems with a lot of. I can give you guys off the top of my head. I think Wallen he's young. He's not married. I don't think
rich.
He is,
and a lot of chicks want to bang him.
Sure, but he deserves to get punched in the jejunum because
you could have killed somebody,
when he's
dude.
Drinking, he acts like a freaking jackass. He's a scourge. You know. Drew's show, $5 more. Thanks, Drew. God forbid rock star act like the rock stars musicians. They are supposed to raise hell and destroy property. The world's become so puritanical. Look, he could have killed someone, dude.
I'm fine.
He threw it off the balcony.
Like, if you're like Kiss and Metallica back in your day and you want to trash your hotel room, go ahead. Pay the fee. I don't give a shit, but throwing stuff off a balcony
Had
is
he
just
hit someone,
stupid.
Drew, you wouldn't have been saying that.
Yeah, that's
He's
stupid.
a dumbass.
That's childish.
That's in public.
Come on, dude. That's childish. That's
Extremely
stupid.
immature. All right. Show brought to you also in part by the Ribaldo Realty Group.
What up, Jay?
Jay Ribaldo. I'm going to go hang out with him on Tuesday.
What?
They're having a little fiesta thing at his office. He offices out of the Keller Williams City View office. It's right off of 1604 and Vance Jackson.
I'm going with you.
Okay, cool. It's in the afternoon, like 6 o'clock. I'm going to go hang out for like an hour.
I'll go with you.
All right, cool.
Go show the
So
love
it's like
Ribaldo.
if you're at the rim, and let's say you take Vance Jackson heading south out of the rim, you cross the overpass over 1604. There's a Starbucks there, and then there's a Keller Williams office right behind it. It's right off 1604 Vance Jackson. Big old huge Keller Williams building.
Oh.
Jay's office is in there.
We ain't charging Jay enough. He's in that area.
I mean, I think he rents an office less than the size of
I'm
this one.
I'm messing with you, Ribaldo.
Hopefully, we'll get him to where he can get his own studio. We need our own. We're partners to get your own studio. He needs his own. We need our own.
Yeah.
So we have to support each other. They're having a little fiesta event, and they're inviting the public, people that want to ask about real estate. They got they got drinks and food and stuff, finger foods, and hang out. So if you're thinking
Come
about
by and meet Jay, and
just meet Jay, take his card, and keep it with you, and keep it in your wallet for the time when it comes that you're ready to maybe sell your home or buy a home or build something on it. Maybe you got a plot of land. My grandma did that. She had plots of land.
That's nice.
And that's how she would make money off that. She never built any houses. She would sell her plots to people that wanted to build them. It's a good way to make money. So who knows? If you're thinking about doing business with a real estate agent, do it with the official real estate agent in the building. It's Jay Ribaldo with the Ribaldo Realty Group. So we'll be out there on Tuesday. I'll do some social media posts.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go.
Right, cool.
Let's go do it.
Good. Drew, show back in here. Where you been, Drew? All right, you can hit up Ribaldo at 210-887-1081. 887-1081, or you can email him at jribaldo@kw.com. jribaldo@kw.com. It is his honor to serve Thunderdome families. It is Jay Ribaldo. Shout out to your one of your YouTube dudes. You see what happened to Destroying?
He broke his neck trying to make a
Destroyed
tackle.
his neck. And he says it's his fault because he don't know how to tackle. He ran into a dude. He's a kicker.
Right.
He ran into a dude weirdly and popped his neck back and fractured a couple of bones. He's done.
And there goes.
That's unfortunate.
And there goes the brain of social media. They tag him in everything.
He's got 5 million views.
Exactly.
He's got 5 million subscribers.
That sucks for him, though.
That does suck. Sucks for the Brahmas, too, because that's good marketing for the Brahmas.
Yeah, it is.
That stinks. All right, we got no members only today, right? All right, we need to have our Masters Challenge draft. We need to extend this show for like a few more minutes, right?
Let's
Don't
do
we
it.
need to do that? All right, because we got the Masters beginning tomorrow.
Let's do it.
And we won't have time. You want to jump in this, LG? You want to participate in this with us?
Yes, he's in.
All right, good. All right.
What?
And we still got to do the payoff where you and I are his.
I don't know what we're going to do.
Servants for a day. Welcome, Matt Bernard. Welcome to Tier 1 membership. What's up, Matt? All right. Because LG won the last event, he gets to go first.
Okay.
You finished second, so you're going to go second, and I'm going to go third. The way it works is we're going to draft 3 golfers. Okay?
Just three.
Yeah, that's it. And at the end of Sunday, we add up their money earned. So we ain't no communist league like the NFL where if you're the worst team, you get the first pick. We don't do that shit. Because LG won the last event, he picks first. Then Rudy Jay picks second, and I'm going to go third. All right, LG, are you prepared to pick a golfer for the Masters?
Yeah, I'm going to pick that Japanese dude, Hideki something. Matsumoto or something.
Matsuyama?
Okay, Matsuyama.
There you go.
Going with?
All right, I see a theme already for DJ LG.
Nah, I ain't got no theme. I'm just randomly picking people that I've heard of. Because I don't know many golfers.
Yeah.
Rudy, you gonna pick a black dude for fun?
There's only 2.
No, there's like 1.5.
I think VJ,
Don't pick
Tiger. I ain't picking Tiger. I will go with Scotty Scheffler.
Ooh, Texan. All right,
My
good
first
pick.
round.
Is he still number 1 in the world?
Shit.
Of course, a Texan's number 1 in the world.
Who are you going with?
You know what? He's taking a lot of crap for going to live. This is an anomaly, by the way, where all the world's best golfers are playing together because half these guys are at live now, so it's great that they get together at Augusta.
Same.
He's butthurt because Tiger won't reply to him.
I like
He's
it.
taking a lot of shit for going to live. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. Give me former Masters champ John Rahm.
I like it. Like it.
And we don't do no snake draft either. LG,
So LG, you're back up.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Xander.
Schauffele. Good pick. I like that pick, actually, LG. I like that pick a lot.
All right. Team Rudy.
I'm going to go with Koepka, the red ass.
Brooksy, another live guy, a defector. We are fine. We love Brooks. He's a giant man. He comes from America. Make us look good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Rory McIlroy. He has gotten.
That dude shits the bed every year.
He's gotten his wheels back on. He'll be fine. All right. LG.
Is Lefty playing?
Phil Mickelson?
I think
yes.
so, yeah.
I don't know. No, he's old.
Yeah, don't go with
Yeah,
that.
he is. I'm not going to let you pick him.
Let me go with...
Pick Byung-Hun An.
Stop being racist.
I'm not. I'm trying to support the family here. What are you talking about?
Is he Thai? What is that? I don't even know what
Don't
that
ask me. You should know. I figure you had this guy on your wall.
I'm going to go with...
How about Siwoo Kim?
I love that restaurant. Let me go with the Jordan Spieth.
I don't think
I'm not mad
Kim's
at that.
a restaurant, Lawrence.
Oh, I thought that was that badass Vietnamese place downtown.
Oh, that's a professional golfer.
Oh, okay.
You know what we should have did? We should have brought. Where do I find pimento cheese sandwiches? We should have brought something in here today.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm gonna go with as my third pick. I'm gonna go with Sam Burns. 4 top 10 finishes this year, including Pebble Beach. So
Look at Rudy all being like all serious. Sam Burns.
I can't keep losing these tournaments because y'all's payoffs are freaking crazy.
What's the pimento cheese have to do with anything?
It's a master staple.
Oh,
they sell them
okay.
for cheap at the Masters.
Are there not any good Mexicans anymore? I used to pick Mexicans, and I can't find a good one. They've all fallen off the wayside. They've all gotten old. LG, you sure you don't want Min Woo Lee?
No.
Young Hoon Han is Korean.
That's a good massage parlor I've been to, though.
Big Long Dong.
They finished.
I heard
you off,
A-Dong's pretty good.
Yeah, he's plus 800 to win. All right.
So did you write my 3?
I did.
Okay.
So one dude that I always pick, and I want to pick him again just because I like to say his name on the show.
Oh.
Will Zalatoris, but I'm not going to pick him. Plain ozone, but he's been hurt.
Zalatoris or is it Zalatoris?
I prefer Zalatoris. Or Patrick Cantlay.
So childish. Cantlay.
All right, to hell with it. Give me Cam Smith. Fine Australian.
So I got Koepka, Scheffler, and Sam Burns. I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I've got John Rahm, Rory McIlroy, Cam Smith. LG has Hideki Matsuyama, Xander Schauffele, and former Longhorns great and Dallas's own Jordan Spieth.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
There it is. So we'll add up the money at the end of Sunday. Whoever has the most money wins. The other two, paying it off, baby. We still got to get our damn payoff soon. Most money. aggregate money, all three guys.
Oh,
so you can have a guy miss the cut,
it.
but if one of your guys wins the tournament, you'll probably win the bid.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. All right. That's it. We're done.
Speaking of payoffs, I do need my gutters cleaned and my guest bathroom cleaned.
We need a day. I should have never said anything about the bathroom.
The gutters are bad, dude.
I don't know about the gutters.
Really?
I don't
You got a ladder?
Gutters at my
I got a ladder.
Okay. What do you have? You have a sweeper thingy? How do you do it?
Oh, you got to get in there with your hands.
My hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me 5 hours last time I did it.
Hell
I'll give you a blower in your hands.
Give me a blower
and a hose.
And a hose.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because you got to make sure the water's flowing down.
A blower
down the
and a
gutters.
hose so I can flow. All right.
Exactly.
All right, well, pick a day that's convenient for you, and we'll get this done. Not Sunday. I've got things to do.
Same.
Yeah.
Sometime next week, like right after a show.
All right.
All right, let's figure it out. And then we'll have to do our Masters payoff. All right, cool. It's payoff season. It's betting season. I love it. That's it. We're done. Thanks, everybody who donated money, became a member, continue to be a member, subscribe to the YouTube page for absolutely free. Jesus says, Punch LG for turning his back on the Asian. Should have taken Morikawa. May regret it. Shut up, Siri.
One.
We're done. Love y'all hard.
Hey, we gave y'all 6.
All right, y'all have a good day. Y'all look for me. I'll be at the ballpark tonight.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to make me do a couple of promos, too, so I'm going to go out there and dive in the deep end. Let's do it. All right, we're done. Love y'all hard. Go Missions.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.